I'm gearing up to attend RAPID plus TCT 2023, which will be in Chicago from May 2nd through 4th. And I thought I'd share some insights on first-time exhibitors to help you map out your time at the show. I'm Todd Grimm, an advisor for RAPID plus TCT and president of T.A. Grimm & Associates, an additive manufacturing, consulting, and communications company. For 2023, there will be 388 exhibitors, and 21%, or 80 companies, will be on the show floor for the very first time. SME and TCT, the event organizers, requested additional information from these exhibitors for them to be considered for this video. 27 responded, and I'll give you a quick rundown on each company so that you can decide if you need to squeeze them into your show plans. During my review, one thing jumped out at me: diversity. The 80 first-time exhibitors represent 15 countries, and the 27 featured in this video have a diverse range of solutions, unlike past years where there were hot trends that many exhibitors were jumping on. So let me share my insights so that you too can see that diversity. Now, I'm going to start the rundown with hardware solutions in the polymer space. First up is Evolve Additive Solutions from Minnesota. 5 years ago, this company and its unique process called STEP turned a lot of heads at RAPID plus TCT, but through conversation, not exposition. Now it's appearing on the show floor for the first time, and it's indicated that it is ready to take on the world with new executive management, modified plans, and a current focus of introducing you to what its technology can do through its recently announced Production Assessment Program. STEP, which is an acronym for Selective Thermoplastic Electrophotographic Process, is unique. So much so that it doesn't even fit in the ASTM categorization model. No one else is taking this approach for medium to high volume polymer part production. The process is layer-wise additive manufacturing that leverages high volume 2D printing technology to make parts printed with up to 7 materials blended in a single layer. The device, or the machine, that uses STEP is called the SVP platform, an abbreviation for Scalable Volume Production. Next up is Caracol out of Italy. It's all about large-scale additive manufacturing in the polymer space, both thermoplastics and composites. On the floor, you'll see its new Heron AM, a robotic, large-format additive manufacturing system launched in Q3 2022. Heron AM is a platform that's modular and customizable to your needs, including protective climatized cells and a variety of industrial robots. The company states that it's the only large-format additive manufacturing platform offered as a turnkey solution, with integrated hardware and software developed over the past 8 years to serve Caracol's needs as a service bureau. Each Heron AM uses the company's lightweight and compact extruder, an industrial robot, and an automated feeding system, which can be fed pellets or recycled chips. Reverd is playing in the same space as Caracol, large format for polymers. It also hails from Italy, and it also consumes polymer pellets. This is a newish company that has just started appearing at trade shows last year, with booths at IMTS and Formnext. And for its second U.S. appearance, it has selected RAPID plus TCT. Reverd has developed their own pellet extruders to handle large format printing, and these extruders can be mounted on a gantry system or an industrial robot, theirs or yours. For example, in the theirs category, they sell the RD Huge platform, which is gantry-based and has a print envelope of 2.5 by 2.7 by 2.1 meters. The pellet extruders are customizable to your needs and offer print rates of 5 to 200 kilograms per hour. Also in the polymer bucket is Apium Additive Technologies from Germany. It supplies materials and printers with a keen focus on high-performance polymers. Polymers such as PEEK, which for FFF printers, fused filament fabrication, is fairly common, but Apium Additive claims to be the first to have offered PEEK in filament form. It also states that its PEEK is the closest to true PEEK because it doesn't alter the polymer chain structure to improve flowability. Instead, it modifies the FFF process on its 3D printers. Its machines can print in PEEK and carbon fiber reinforced PEEK using its adaptive heating strategy, which improves layer adhesion. It states that its printers are tailored specifically for material extrusion of high-performance polymers. For materials, Apium offers PEEK, CFR PEEK, which is a carbon fiber reinforced, PEI, as well as polypropylene and ABS. Now I'm going to shift into composite manufacturing using 3D printed thermoset tools. The organization is the Mississippi State University's Advanced Composites Institute, or ACI. It has partnered with MVP, Magnum Venus Products, and Polyent. MVP for the thermoset 3D printers offered under the RAM brand, which also happens to be large format, and Polyent for the raw materials. ACI is actively using this technology to bring high-performance, cost-effective, rapid tooling to the automotive and aerospace industries. The goal is to offer rapidly made, aerospace-grade thermoset tooling at a fraction of the time and cost of traditional metallic composite tooling. Just what they're offering, systems, process, or guidance, I don't know. You now need to fill in the blanks with a visit to their booth. For desktop polymer solutions, we have Xiamen Gofor, or just Gofor, spelled like Gufu if you look at it in the printed agenda. This Chinese company is a supplier of desktop printers using LCD projection and material extrusion. I believe it'll have its Velo model, which is the FFF device, and Lens M model, which is the LCD photopolymer machine, on the show floor. By the way, they also offer quick release nozzle for FFF machines. Also in the desktop FFF category is Co-Print 3D printing technologies out of Turkey. It has devised a multi-filament module that enables all standard 3D printers to use 7 filaments in a single print without modification. They also intend to launch their own printer with this capability in 2024. The company has made great strides in just 1.5 years, progressing from a 2021 Kickstarter campaign through its second round of funding in January of this year. Now I'm going to shift gears yet once again and cover materials for polymers, metals, and other. Starting with polymers, the French company Kimya will be on the show floor. This material supplier, which is a company within the Armor Group, formulates and produces bespoke filaments and stock filaments, and also offers contract manufacturing services. Bespoke, or customized as we say in the US, is for 3D printer OEMs and for large industrial companies that need materials formulated to their demands. The company has 3 branches: Kimya Lab, which does the R&D and formulations; Kimya Materials, which manufactures their line of stock materials; and Kimya Factory, which does the contract manufacturing work. Sticking with filaments, we have Filamentum, based in the Czech Republic. It's a manufacturer of FFF filaments with the usual lineup, but with a twist. One of those twists is nonylon, a fully biodegradable material, and in the news earlier this year, another twist is Fishy Filaments by Filamentum. Fishy Filaments is a startup based in the UK. I'm unsure about the connection between Filamentum and this company, but I assume that Filamentum is providing the know-how on plastics processing and filament production. Now, the novel, cool aspect of Fishy Filaments is its approach to sustainability. It's recycling old fishing nets to produce additive manufacturing filaments that are 100% recycled nylon 6. Presently, it offers 2 lines: Porthcurno for unfilled nylon and Orca for filled nylon, filled with materials such as graphene or carbon fiber. Next, we have another German company, Dressler Group, which develops and manufactures polymer powder for use on HP's multi-jet fusion systems and those from other OEMs, as well as powders specific to your needs. Working with Dressler Group, you can design, produce, and recycle your own powder. The starting point is its innovation journey, which if you stop by their booth, you can do free of charge. Now, Dressler Group grinds and finishes plastic powders and so much more. It provides R&D for processes and plants. It offers warehousing, packaging, and shipping, logistics, and now it brings those services to AM users, both for large consumers and all of you that work in small and mid-sized companies. If you embark on their innovation journey, you can have confidence in a positive outcome. The company reports that 85% of its test grinding goes on to serial production. Following that journey, you can expect Dressler to act as your external lab and workbench and to provide seamless documentation that guarantees reproducibility. FreeMover, a Florida-based company, is also a supplier of polymer filaments. Now, its sole focus is on PLA filament, and its approach is to make 3D printing accessible to all by offering a combination of affordability and quality in one spool. Now, have you ever wanted to print glass parts? While it's been done in the past on binder jetting machines, you can now do it with stereolithography. Glassamer, a German company, will be a first-time exhibitor at RAPID TCT and possibly the first to bring photopolymer resin filled with fused silica. After printing, the parts are thermally processed, which turns the 3D printed parts into transparent glass pieces. And when they say transparent, they aren't kidding. They cite optics as a top application for the Glassamer technology. The company sells both resins and printed parts and has formulations for use in traditional processes like injection molding. Now we're going to move on to metals. I'm not going to start with machines or powders, but with part production. This is through Dunley from the Netherlands. Dunley processes pure tungsten under controlled conditions using the powder bed laser melting technique. And it offers post-processing methods including electrical discharge machining, or EDM, and wet chemical etching. To be clear, it's all about parts making, not machines, and it's dedicated solely to tungsten. Dunley uses a co-development model of collaboration with customers from initial idea to final production. The company states that it's interested in exploring opportunities in mining, nuclear fusion, aerospace, energy, automotive, X-ray scanning for heavy industries, scanning for diagnostic imaging, and also space applications. Swedish company VBN Components redefines wear resistance for your additive parts. It offers 5, soon to be 6, unique metal powders under the Vibonite brand. Through a patented production process, powder turns into materials with extreme wear and heat resistance. Think along the lines of cemented carbide or alloys with very high carbide content. VBN was the first to 3D print with high carbide content alloys back when it was deemed impossible. You have 2 avenues to obtain parts made with Vibonite. You can contract VBN to make your parts, or you can acquire a license to do the additive manufacturing yourself. Also in the business of additively manufacturing metal parts is Lincoln Electric Additive Solutions out of Ohio. Additive Solutions delivers as printed and finished parts, leveraging the in-house manufacturing capabilities of its numerous automation facilities. It is the world's largest vertically integrated, large-scale metal additive manufacturer, and it makes its own power sources, wire feedstock, automation equipment, and even the slicing and path planning software called SculptPrint OS. Launched in 2019, it operates 24/7, has 18 production systems capable of making massive parts. Sticking with contract manufacturers, next up is Sunpea, which is one of the biggest companies of its kind in China. It can handle your needs from prototyping to low-volume production. And complementing its additive manufacturing is an arsenal of traditional manufacturing processes such as machining, injection molding, and parts finishing. Now move on to Metal AM Hardware, starting with Impact Innovations, another German company, which was founded in 2010. It develops cold spray systems and technology for industrial applications such as metallic coating and lining. More recently, it moved into the additive manufacturing space. Cold spray is a DED, directed energy deposition, technology that harnesses kinetic energy to produce metal parts in materials such as copper and titanium. Impact Innovations calls its process CSAM, which is an acronym for Cold Spray Additive Manufacturing. To show what is possible, it will have additively manufactured parts for space launch vehicles. Working with Airborne Engineering Limited, which is a UK company specializing in propulsion system design and engineering, Impact Innovations has several successful demonstrator projects for combustion chambers and nozzles to be used in launch vehicles. The next company is Prima Additive, based in Italy and part of the Prima Industry Group. While it's been around since 2018, 2023 will be its first appearance at RAPID TCT. Prima Additive develops and manufactures metal AM machines focusing on laser powder bed fusion and DED. Its lineup includes 12 machines that range from mid-size to massive, massive being a working envelope of 4 meters by 2 meters by 1 meter. And if you're looking for differentiated metal additive solutions, you may want to take a look at Prima because of its innovative laser configurations, IR, blue, and green lasers, as well as mixed wavelength solutions. Another factor that might interest you is the company's machine architecture. It's based on open parameters. Now, we'll turn to Mantle from California, which has a hybrid approach to tool making in metal. It's been a point of discussion at past RAPID plus TCT events, but now it's appearing on the show floor for the first time. Mantle offers its TrueShape technology for print, shape, and center of tooling produced in H13 and P20 tool seals. It's specifically designed for one application, producing injection molds with the accuracy and surface finish needed to mold parts. TrueShape is a hybrid process that starts with the extrusion and deposition of flowable metal paste. After deposition and throughout the printing process, the components are heated to dry the paste to a machinable state, and that's followed by a milling operation. The last step is a furnace cycle for sintering. The machine that Mantle offers is the P200, which is complemented with its F200 furnace. Now, also in the additive as an indirect solution to production is Foundry Lab, a California company. It has a new process and technology for accelerating metal casting, and it's called digital metal casting. Foundry Lab's value proposition is enabling production of metal parts on demand in-house at a fraction of the cost, time, and climate impact of a traditional foundry. Digital metal casting starts with printing of a mold using binder jetting and a proprietary ceramic powder. The molds are then transferred to its microwave unit for setting of the powder and casting the metal into the mold's cavity. Now, don't fret. You don't need a furnace to liquefy metal to be poured into the mold. Instead, a metal slug is placed in the mold and the microwaves melts it so that it flows into the cavity to create a part. Now I'm going to shift from hardware and materials to software and ancillary solutions, starting with Profit Key ERP out of New Hampshire. As the company name suggests, it supplies ERP software for additive operations. Now, after many years, its leading question is still apropos. Are you still using spreadsheets to schedule your additive manufacturing operations? The answer is likely yes, and if that's true, you may want to take a look at Profit Key. What it offers is comprehensive scheduling software for printing operations through post-production processing that's specifically designed to address the scheduling challenges that exist in a complex, divergent production environment. A few weeks ago, it announced its new advanced scheduler for additive manufacturing, which concurrently schedules the entire shop floor. This application is planned for commercial release this July. RAPID plus TCT is all about additive, but it also includes related technologies like 3D scanning. And that's what RevoPoint 3D Technologies will bring to the show. This Chinese company, which is exhibiting for the first time, offers hardware and software for 3D scanning designed to make scanning accessible by doing two things: drastically reducing the cost and drastically reducing the learning curve. For other 3D scanning solutions and also 3D scanning services, you may want to check out California-based value-added reseller Source Graphics. But please note that they aren't limited to 3D scanning. Source Graphics also offers 3D printing solutions from companies like Ultimaker, Formlabs Big Rep, and Intamsys. If you want solutions for real-time monitoring and smart control over your laser-based additive processes, you may want to make a point to stop by New Infrared Technologies booth. This Spanish company develops and commercializes industrial cameras and solutions for those purposes. It offers a unique solution: uncooled M-Ware detectors. M-Ware is an acronym for middle wave infrared. And it also provides long-range IR cameras, or L-Ware solutions. What can you do with its IR technologies? Identify in real time the formation of defects. In general, the goal is to determine the presence of porosity, contaminant inclusion, swelling, warping, and other defects. Temperature evolution of the material can also be measured. Now, for all you metal AM users, IVA Schmetz will travel from Germany to display and discuss its furnace solutions. The company designs and manufactures furnaces, both atmospheric and vacuum, and they're customized to the customer's needs. For support of your hardworking furnaces, IVA Schmetz has 50 service technicians working worldwide. Now, for dust mitigation solutions, visit Delphin Industrial Corporation, a Minnesota company. It designs, manufactures, and certifies the equipment they offer for transfer, removal, and reclamation of polymer and metal powders, including reactive and combustible materials. The final, first-time RAPID plus TCT exhibitor is Pennsylvania-based Airgas. You probably know the name and what it offers, but I'll elaborate just a little bit. Airgas is a supplier of industrial gases for additive manufacturing across the entire spectrum, from powder production to 3D printing to post-processing. And if you have the need for gas, it offers guidance and consultation to help you select the best gas for the process and the most appropriate method of supplying that gas. So, we've covered 27 of the 388 exhibitors at the May RAPID plus TCT event. In a few weeks, SME will post my What's New video that covers the new, interesting, and exciting solutions that you may want to check out. Now, I'm not saying what I just covered isn't new or exciting, just that the next video will be based entirely on the fact that something has piqued my interest as being interesting and different. Between those two videos, I'll cover about 50 companies, but that's just the tip of the iceberg. You'll be on your own to determine which of the 340 undiscussed exhibitors you want to add to your plans for the trek through the show floor. If you haven't registered for RAPID plus TCT and you have any needs in the additive manufacturing space, I encourage you to register today. You can do so at rapid3devent.com. I really hope to see you there.